The night was silent. Then came the footsteps. In the darkness of the American South, a woman moved quietly through forests and swamps. Behind her walked men, women, and children who had risked everything for a single word: freedom. If they were caught, the punishment would be severe. If they failed, they would be returned to chains. But she never turned back. Her name was Harriet Tubman, and she would become one of the most courageous figures in American history. Harriet Tubman was born into slavery around 1822 in Dorchester County, Maryland. Her birth name was Araminta Ross. From childhood, she experienced the brutality of the slave system. She was hired out to different households, forced to labor in harsh conditions, and subjected to violence. As a young girl, she suffered a severe head injury when an overseer struck her with a heavy object. The injury left her with lifelong health complications, including sudden sleep episodes and vivid dreams. Yet even in bondage, she resisted. In 1849, fearing she would be sold farther south, Harriet made a decision that would define her life. She escaped. Traveling at night, guided by the North Star, and aided by a network of abolitionists, she crossed into Pennsylvania, a free state. For the first time, she was legally free. But freedom alone was not enough. Rather than remain safely in the North, Harriet chose to return to the South. She joined a secret network known as the Underground Railroad, a loose but highly organized system of safe houses, guides, and abolitionists who helped enslaved people escape. Conductors like Tubman risked arrest and death each time they crossed into slaveholding states. Over the next decade, Harriet Tubman led approximately 13 missions into the South. She guided around 70 enslaved people to freedom, including members of her own family. Traveling mostly at night, she relied on coded songs, hidden routes, and trusted allies. She carried a pistol, not only for protection, but to discourage anyone from turning back and risking the safety of the group. The journey was dangerous. Slave catchers were constantly searching. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 made it legal to capture escaped slaves even in northern states. This forced Tubman to guide many freedom seekers all the way to Canada, beyond the reach of American law. Her success earned her a nickname among abolitionists, Moses. Like the biblical figure, she led her people out of bondage. When the American Civil War began in 1861, Tubman's mission expanded. She worked for the Union Army as a nurse, cook, scout, and spy. Her knowledge of Southern terrain and networks proved invaluable. In 1863, she played a key role in the Combahee River Raid in South Carolina, helping guide Union forces and contributing to the liberation of more than 700 enslaved people. It was one of the few military operations in U.S. history led by a woman. Despite her service, Tubman received little pay and no immediate pension. After the war, she settled in Auburn, New York, where she continued to fight for justice. She supported the women's suffrage movement, working alongside activists who demanded the right to vote. Throughout her life, Harriet Tubman remained committed to the cause of freedom and equality. She established a home for elderly African Americans, dedicating her final years to caring for others. In 1913, she died at approximately 90 years old. Harriet Tubman never learned to read or write. She never held political office. She commanded no army in the traditional sense. Yet her courage altered lives and strengthened a movement that would change a nation. She walked into danger again and again, guided by conviction rather than fear. In a time when millions were denied freedom, she chose resistance. And through darkness and uncertainty, she led others toward the promise of liberty.